Every animal on Earth follows basic biological laws. You have a brain to control your body, blood to transport oxygen, and DNA to guide how everything functions. But then a creature appeared and broke nearly all those rules: the octopus. This is a species that, by conventional logic, shouldn't even exist. So, what made a creature with such a soft appearance and a short lifespan become one of the most intelligent species on the planet? And do we really understand the octopus yet? Octopuses are unlike any other species. They are a living paradox in the natural world. They have a lifespan shorter than a hamster's. Many species live for only about 1 to 2 years, yet they are ranked among the most intelligent animals on the planet, second only to humans. This completely contradicts the usual rule that high intelligence typically accompanies a long lifespan. So why did a creature with such a short life cycle develop such a complex brain? And what forced them to become that intelligent? A strange distributed brain. When looking at the octopus's neurological structure, you'll realize they don't function like any other species. An octopus has about 500 million neurons, but only about 10% of them are located in the central brain. The rest are distributed throughout the body, particularly in the tentacles. This means that instead of having a single control center like humans, octopuses operate using a distributed system where intelligence isn't in one place but spreads throughout the body. Arms with their own brains. Each octopus tentacle functions almost as an independent entity. They can sense their environment, process information, and make decisions without needing to consult the central brain. If the main brain gives a general command like moving forward, the tentacles will find their own way to do it, choosing which surfaces to grip, adjusting their suction, and handling every small detail themselves. Even in experiments, when a tentacle is severed from the body, it can still react to stimuli, try to catch prey, and even bring food to where the mouth used to be. This shows a form of intelligence that truly exists within every part of the body. The problem of eating oneself, however, such a distributed system creates a serious problem. If every tentacle can act on its own, how does the octopus know what is its own body and what is prey? In an environment where everything could be mistaken, the risk of tentacles grabbing each other, getting tangled, or even eating themselves is entirely possible. This raises a major question about how octopuses avoid such a potentially fatal mistake. A chemical mechanism to avoid self-eating. The answer lies in the octopus's skin itself. Their skin secretes a special chemical that acts as a recognition signal. When a tentacle touches another part of the body, the suckers recognize this signal and immediately refuse to latch on. Experiments have proven this, as octopuses do not grab the tentacles of their own species unless the skin is removed. This shows that their bodies are not only intelligent, but also programmed to avoid dangerous mistakes. Intelligence unlike humans. Octopus intelligence is not like how we understand intellect. It doesn't lie in a large brain controlling everything, but in the ability to delegate tasks to each part of the body. Each tentacle can process its own information, allowing the octopus to perform multiple actions simultaneously without a complex central control system. This is an entirely different form of intelligence, where efficiency comes from distribution rather than concentration. Are octopuses truly solitary? For a long time, scientists believed that octopuses were solitary creatures, living in their own dens, avoiding their own kind, and only meeting to mate or fight. If two octopuses met in the wild, it was assumed one would become the other's meal. But this perspective began to change as new discoveries emerged. Octopus and Octlantis. Off the coast of Australia, scientists discovered an area where dozens of octopuses live close together. Dubbed Octopus, they utilize objects to build shelters and live in a shared space. Later, another area named Octlantis was discovered, where octopuses build structures from seashells to create a stable habitat. These findings suggest that octopuses are capable of forming societies when the conditions are right. Social behavior and throwing things. Beyond just living near each other, octopuses exhibit clear social behaviors. They change colors and postures to communicate, showing dominance or submission, and even use their siphons to throw sand and shells at one another, sometimes for territorial disputes. sometimes simply as a reaction to annoyance. This indicates a level of social interaction far more complex than we ever thought. The intelligence lifespan paradox. Despite being intelligent, octopuses have extremely short lifespans. While other intelligent species like elephants, whales, or humans live for a very long time. This creates a paradox because developing and utilizing intelligence requires time, which the octopus doesn't have. So why did nature create a complex brain for a creature that doesn't have enough time to use it? Life cycle and the absence of culture. One consequence of a short lifespan is that octopuses cannot pass knowledge down to the next generation. Each individual must learn everything from scratch, with no parental guidance and no inherited experience. This is like every human generation having to start from zero, preventing their intelligence from accumulating over time. The optic gland in the self-destruct switch. The real cause of an octopus's death isn't just old age, but an internal biological mechanism. After mating, their optic glands change and trigger a degradation process. This is especially true for females, who stop eating, focus on protecting their eggs, and gradually waste away until they die. This process is not accidental, it's part of their biological design. Optic gland removal experiments. In experiments, when scientists removed the optic gland after the octopus reproduced, the results were surprising. They didn't die. They returned to eating and continued to live for a long time. This shows that their death is not inevitable, but is a pre-programmed mechanism. The evolutionary reason? Cannibalism. The reason for this mechanism lies in cannibalistic behavior. Octopuses grow very fast and require a lot of food. If they lived longer, they would end up eating their own offspring. Thus, nature created a mechanism that forces them to die at the right time to ensure the new generation has a chance to survive. Accelerated evolution. Furthermore, a short life cycle helps octopuses evolve faster. Each new generation is an opportunity to adapt to the environment, allowing them to respond quickly to changes like temperature or the appearance of new predators, an advantage that long-lived species do not have. Ultimate camouflage skills. To survive in dangerous environments, octopuses developed incredible camouflage abilities. They don't just change color, they also change skin texture, turning themselves into rocks, coral, or any surrounding object. This helps them avoid predators despite having very soft and vulnerable bodies. The colorblind paradox. Incredibly, octopuses are almost colorblind, yet they can change their colors perfectly to blend into the environment. This creates a paradox that science has yet to fully explain. Perhaps they perceive light in a different way or use their skin itself to see. The octopus is not just an intelligent animal, but one of the strangest creatures to ever exist, challenging our entire understanding of intelligence in life. If you found this interesting, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to discover more mysteries of the natural world.